In assessing muscular fitness, there are different assessments that can be done, such as 1RM, reps to fatigue, and push-up protocols. For assessing muscular strength, 1RM, also known as 1 rep max, is used to determine the maximum amount of weight a client can lift once while using proper technique. In order to prevent injury, it is important to warm up before the assessment is done. This warm-up can be 5 to 10 minutes of low-intensity aerobic exercise. Along with this, you can also warm up the muscles by doing several repetitions of lifting with a light load. From here, the client is warmed up and ready to perform a 1RM assessment. To select the initial weight the client should start with, you will have them lift a load within the client's perceived capacity, which will be between 50 and 70%. Have the client do the 1RM lift. If they are able to successfully lift the weight, have them rest for 3 to 5 minutes before attempting a heavier 1RM. You should increase the weight progressively from 2.5 to 20 kilograms until the client can no longer complete the 1RM. The weight progression depends on the client's perceived ability to lift a heavier load. In order to avoid fatigue, it is important for the 1RM to be attained in no more than 4 sets. The weight that will be recorded for the 1RM will be the heaviest weight the client was able to successfully lift with proper form. From here, the 1RM can be plugged into the equation. To find the client's 1RM, you will plug their results into the following equation. Body weight pushed in pounds divided by body weight in pounds. In this strength to weight ratio, you can then determine what category they fall into in regards to their muscular strength. For example, if an individual who weighs 140 pounds lifted at 105 pounds, you would divide 105 by 140, and this would give them their 1RM of 0.75. For the reps to fatigue test, it is considered a submaximal strength test. It is different from the 1RM test, which is a maximal test, in how the reps to fatigues assesses muscular strength, but can also provide information about the client's weight training program. This test can be assessed over time to see the client's progression in muscular strength. You will have the client lift between 2 to 10 reps. However, if the client is able to lift for over 10 repetitions, have them stop and increase the weight. After having them rest for 3 to 5 minutes, have the client repeat the assessment until they lift the weight anywhere between 2 and 10 reps. From here, record the number of repetitions along with the weight lifted. After the client is done with the assessment, you can then plug in the results to the equation. The equation goes as follows. Predicted 1RM equals weight lifted divided by 1.0278 minus 0.278 times the number of reps. For example, a client who lifted 85 pounds for 3 reps, the equation will go as follows. Predicted 1RM equals 85 divided by 1.0278 minus 0.278 times 3, and this would give them the predicted 1RM of 438.6 pounds. The next assessment is a push-up test. Unlike the previous 2 tests, this test can determine the client's muscular endurance. The client will begin the push-up test until they break form within 2 repetitions. The number of successful push-ups is recorded and used as their score. This test can be done with either the full body position or the modified position. The full body position goes as follows. Starting at the down position with hands under the shoulders and pointed forward, with the back straight and heads up, the client will push up using the toes as a pivot point and then lower back down. If the client cannot do push-ups in the full body position, they can do the modified push-ups, where they will have their legs together, their lower legs in contact with the floor, the back straight, their ankles plantar flexed, their head up, and their hands shoulder width apart, using their knees as a pivot point.